Okay, good morning, YouTube. So, this is going to be part 2 of the lift kit install. Didn't finish the rest of it the other day, Monday. This is Wednesday, or Thursday. Didn't finish it Tuesday. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Didn't finish it. So, long story short, got a lot of interruptions, got a lot of people showing up, and as most YouTubers know, they don't like to do this in front of other people. Don't know why. Nothing wrong with it. Just don't feel comfortable talking to my phone when there's a bunch of other people around. So anyhow, I got everything installed. I don't remember where I left off as far as what I was telling in the last video, but it turns out the rear shackles were rotted to the point where they were unusable. So went to order some new ones. Was going to have them delivered. That didn't work. Turns out Advance wants $78 and change a piece for the rear shackles, which I think is ridiculous. Here's a new one. It's not an unboxing. It's just taking stuff out of the box. So anyhow, long story short, sorry. May have mentioned this before. These videos are unscripted and unedited. I shoot them on the phone and upload them as is. So haven't gotten to the point where I need to do anything different. So ended up getting these from Rock Auto, and I'm in southeast Pennsylvania, 75 miles from Philly, a little bit north and west. But as it turns out, Rock Auto has a warehouse facility in New Jersey, so I ordered them on Tuesday. They got here on Wednesday morning. So awesome. And then the other thing I got for this that I'm going to do today, when I was reattaching the sway bar links to the sway bar, the upper bushings were pretty much shot. No other way to say it. They were shot. And they're fairly new. They're probably a little more than a year old. And I probably over tightened them or done some such stupidity. But anyhow, gonna get started. Gonna do the shackles first and then do the sway bar links. So again, this will be narrate, pause, work, narrate till I'm done. Hasta la vista for now. Okay, so got her up on the lift after a couple of false starts. So focus. Anyhow, there's what's missing. So I drove it for a couple of days with the spring just sitting here and here, and this actually went up past the bolt. Not the best practice, but didn't do any off-roading at the time, and I don't think I did any damage. So let's get the spring, the new rear shackles put in. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the shackles that I got off of Rock Auto, they're Moog, good brand, been around forever, and I got the pair of them with shipping for less than one of the aftermarket from Advance. So I don't know why this isn't focusing. Autofocus. Is that better? Don't know. Anyhow, pause again. Okay. I promise I'll get them on. Just for the record, starting this, about 10 o'clock is when I started. It's 10:08 now. I got all the parts unboxed. I was looking for a pair of work gloves to put on. Couldn't find any, so Yep, you got it. I'm going to be getting my hands dirty again today. So, and this is something I don't ever do because I'm seriously AR about my tools. I left them out Tuesday night when I left here at almost 8 o'clock. Tired, on my feet all day. No excuses, just that's what it was. And I knew I'd be coming back over in a day or two to finish this job up. So when I am done today, all my tools will go back in this collectible Snap-on Bicentennial box. Honestly, it's only the top that's Bicentennial. The bottom, I have no idea. I bought them separate back in '83. So anyhow, gonna get started. I'm hoping this won't take long. I have other stuff I can do today. I still need to do the fluid changes on the diffs, front and rear, transfer case, and most importantly, that puppy right there, the X15. Just curious, a little shout out here to my YouTube buddy Kyle Walk over at Jeep and Daily. Mine grind's going into reverse, and I've got a feeling it's because it's low on fluids, but it's done that since I bought it in January of 17. The girl I bought it from said it did the same thing for her. I'm looking at this now. Might be doing a transfer case drop kit on this too, not sure. I'm looking at my angles at the back, thinking, yeah, maybe I should. We'll see after I put the shackles in. Up front it doesn't look bad at all. Looks like I'm due for a front seal. Next project on the books for this, aside from the paint work, is lockers. I'm putting one at least in the rear, and I'm thinking about it in the front. Any thoughts, leave a comment. And cut. Be back. All right, we're rolling again. They're in. They're not tight. I just remembered everything they said on this. That this stuff should be tightened when it's setting on the ground. Not sure how I feel about these. I mean, I won't say they were cheap, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm thinking I might go with, I've seen them, and they're not any more expensive than the stock ones that I just used here, but I'm thinking of going like with maybe another 2-inch. I know they make them in 2-inch, and the bolts are fresh, so they're not going to be too much of a pain to get out. These are a pain anyhow, but one thing I did forget to mention, or maybe I'm just repeating myself, who knows, but as you can see, those are the stock, the original U-bolts, and I removed the sway bar from the rear because I couldn't get the sway bar attachment points onto the plates with the stock bolts. As I said, Zone, and I don't know if it was Zone or if it was in the shipping or whatever, but I was short one of the bolts for the U-bolt, or yeah, the nuts for the U-bolts, and they only came with 7 instead of 8, and then I was short 2 of these. So if I get over to the parts store today, if I have time, I'll see if I can get some nuts to match up with these, and then at some point in the next couple of days I'll swap out the OEM, the original U-bolts, for the new ones. The new ones were never torqued. These are just impacted in with 200 foot-pound impact. And I didn't go crazy on them because I know I don't want to overstretch them and break them. So honestly, I'm not feeling the fluids today. It's raining, I don't know if you can tell, but it's dripping on me everywhere. It's not going to kill me, but it's annoying. So I may wait until the weather is a little bit nicer again to bring this over and finish up the fluids. I should really do the transmission though. But anyhow, next is, I'm not going to put it on the ground until I have these front stabilizer bushings replaced. They're not even, as you can see, they're not over tight right now. I'm also thinking about putting in a set of drop brackets. Seen a guy from one of the other YouTube channels that I subscribe to put the drop brackets in, and it didn't seem all that hard. The one critique I have of those drop brackets, and I think they were, I can't remember the name of the brand. It wasn't Rusty's Off-Road, it was, well, it doesn't matter. But why didn't they put the weld nuts on the bottom side of the bracket so you could do these? I get my hand in there, in frame. You reuse these bolts anyhow. So you use these to hold the drop bracket on, and then if you have weld nuts in the drop bracket, you can impact these in as well. The bolts to reattach this to the drop bracket. Sorry, I'm not very good with this handheld camera. So anyhow, onward and upward. I'll be back. All right, just back on the ground. And I must say, putting those shackles in really raised up the back. Let me see if I can get a further away perspective of it sitting here in the lift bay. Wow, I'm having a hard time climbing in and out now. Two primary reasons. Three. One, I'm old. Two, I'm too fat. Three, my neck doesn't bend as well as it used to. I've had two C6 and 7 are fused, so yeah, can't touch my chin to my chest anymore, so it makes it difficult getting in and out. The thing I don't remember is with my 94, which wasn't lifted, I just had the biggest tires on it that would fit under it legally, and I don't remember having a hard time getting in and out of that. But I was thinner, younger, but I still had my neck surgery at that point, so don't remember, doesn't matter. This is what I'm driving now. This is my daily. Rethinking my earlier statement about going with like a 2-inch shackle lift. Let's see if I can get a good view of those stabilizer links. And just for the record, it's easier to put them on when it's sitting on the ground, but I'm thinking I am going to go with the 2-inch stabilizer drop in the front. I just think it's going to give me better overall performance in the front. Like I said, this is my daily driver. I'm not building an off-road monster, anything like that. I want it to be capable off-road, but I'm not looking to climb rocks or do anything where I'm going to abuse this thing. So I think the last two projects for this, see, this one has a little bit of an angle, and I'm thinking that pin got bent when I got whacked in the front on this side. I'm going to try and do a montage of the modification history, repair history of this thing since I've had it in January of 2017. And see if I can put together just like a slideshow. Probably be, depending on how long I time the slides, it should be about 5 or 6 minutes long. Just, give you an idea of what this poor thing's been through since I've had it for the last little over a year and a half. No, 17, 19, 19, 18, 19, 2.5 years. Geez, I still haven't put 6,000 miles on it yet. So, All right, I'm gonna go in the back, tighten up the bolts on the shackles, and call it a day. I think I'm beat. Need to get washed up, get my hair cut, lay in some water. Okay, not that way. Resupply my drinking water, my bottled water. So anyhow, have a great day, and you'll see me in the next one.